It is with great pleasure, on behalf of a grateful nation, that the George Cross is awarded to the National Health Service of the United Kingdom. This award recognises all National Health Service staff, past and present, across all disciplines and all 4 nations. Over more than 7 decades, and especially in recent times, you have supported the people of our country with courage, compassion and dedication, demonstrating the highest standards of public service. You have our enduring thanks and heartfelt appreciation. The George Cross is awarded to the National Health Service in England, represented by Miss Amanda Pritchard and Matron May Parsons.
Good morning. Good morning. You're representing England.
Yes.
Everything. Now, where do you work?
I look after the respiratory services in Coventry, so all the COVID wards and also the vaccination. Yes, and the antiviral treatments as well.
Caroline Lamb and Nurse Eleanor Grant.
Good morning. Good morning. Good. So this is for Scotland, is it? It is. Mm-hmm. So you've been involved. Where are you involved?
I'm a palliative care nurse at University Hospital Wishaw in Lanarkshire.
In Lanarkshire, is it? Yes. So you've been involved very much in that?
Yes, very much so.
In vaccination and things like that?
More looking after patients who contracted COVID.
Yes. And the difficulties of keeping them apart. They couldn't see that. That was always a sad thing, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Ellen is also our Nurse of the Year, which very much recognises the contribution that she made during COVID.
Yes, that's very good, isn't it? It was a difficult thing to do. So,
Yes.
to be able to look after people. Well, this is the George Cross.
Thank you so much.
Scotland. Are you going to take it round?
I've been told I'm not allowed to take it home in my handbag.
Oh, you've got to.
But yes, the plan is that we'll make arrangements so that people in Scotland can see it and recognise the contribution that the images.
Good. Very nice to see you. There, thank you.
The George Cross is awarded to the National Health Service in Wales, represented by Miss Judith Paget and Dr. Amy Jones.
Good morning.
Majesty.
Morning. Wales.
Wales, yeah.
Yeah.
We're from Wales. Amy is a ITU consultant.
Oh,
Works in
right.
one of our largest hospitals in Wales, worked all through the
So
pandemic.
you've been very much involved in
Yeah, putting people towards oxygen, putting them on ventilators. I also worked with their ambulance, so I was doing all that all the way through as well, flying around trying to help people.
Because you were also in the services, weren't you?
I'm still an army reservist.
You
yes.
still are
Yes,
a
yes,
reservist?
I am. Yeah, so I've done lots of training of people going out actually alongside my main job.
Mm-hmm. Interesting to do.
Really interesting.
And you
Yeah.
went out to Afghanistan?
I've been out to Afghanistan twice. Yes, on the.
Now, don't look too miserable, I know. Up the sky around Windsor as Hindus, Sikhs and Jains celebrated Diwali, the festival of lights, providing joyous moments of hope and unity despite social distancing. Remarkably, a year that has necessarily kept people apart has in many ways brought us closer. Across the Commonwealth, my family and I have been inspired by stories of people volunteering in their communities, helping those in need. In the United Kingdom and around the world, people have risen magnificently to the challenges of the year, and I'm so proud and moved by this quiet, indomitable spirit. To our young people in particular, I say thank you for the part you have played. This year we celebrated International Nurses' Day on the 200th anniversary of the birth of Florence Nightingale. As with other nursing pioneers like Mary Seacole, Florence Nightingale shone a lamp of hope across the world. Today, our frontline services still shine that lamp for us, supported by the amazing achievements of modern science, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. We continue to be inspired by the kindness of strangers and draw comfort that even on the darkest nights, there is hope in the new dawn. Jesus touched on this with the parable of the Good Samaritan. The man who is robbed and left at the roadside is saved by someone who did not share his religion or culture. This wonderful story of kindness is still as relevant today. Good Samaritans have emerged across society, showing care and respect for all, regardless of gender, race, and background, reminding us that each one of us is special and equal in the eyes of God. The teachings of Christ have served as my inner light, as has the sense of purpose we can find in coming together to worship. In November, we commemorated another hero, though nobody knows his name. The tomb of the unknown warrior isn't a large memorial, but everyone entering Westminster Abbey has to walk around his resting place, honouring this unnamed combatant of the First World War, a symbol of selfless duty and ultimate sacrifice. The unknown warrior was not exceptional. That's the point. He represents millions like him who throughout our history have put the lives of others above their own, and will be doing so today. For me, this is a source of enduring hope in difficult and unpredictable times. Of course, for many, this time of year will be tinged with sadness, some mourning the loss of those dear to them, and others missing friends and family members distanced for safety, when all they'd really want for Christmas is a simple hug or a squeeze of the hand. If you are among them, you are not alone, and let me assure you of my thoughts and prayers. The Bible tells how a star appeared in the sky, its light guiding the shepherds and wise men to the scene of Jesus' birth. Let the light of Christmas, the spirit of selflessness, love, and above all hope, guide us in the times ahead. It is in that spirit that I wish you a very happy Christmas.
We received bad news on the 8th of September in Balmoral, Scotland, where they announced that the Queen Elizabeth, Britain's longest reigning monarch, the nation's figurehead and a towering presence on the world stage for 7 decades, died peacefully at home in Scotland on Thursday, and she was at the age of 96. The death of my beloved mother, Her Majesty the Queen, is a moment of the greatest sadness to me and all my family members, the new king, her eldest son Charles said. I know her loss will be deeply felt throughout the country, the realms, and the Commonwealth, and by countless people around the world, the 73-year-old said in a statement. News that the Queen's health was deteriorating emerged shortly after midday on Thursday, when her doctor said she was under medical supervision, prompting her family to rush to Balmoral Castle in Scotland to be by her side. Thousands gathered outside Buckingham Palace in central London, and there was a stunned silence when the flag was lowered to half passed. The crowd surged to the gates as the notice announcing the death of the only monarch most Britons has ever known was attached to the black iron gates. Royal official King said King Charles and his wife Camilla, the Queen consort, would remain at Balmoral before returning to London on Friday, when Charles is expected to address the nation and meet Prime Minister Liz Truss. The Queen, whose husband died last year, had been suffering from what Buckingham Palace had called episodic mobility problems since at the end of last year, forcing her to withdraw from nearly all the public engagement. Her last official duty only came on Tuesday when she appointed Truss Prime Minister, the fifth of her reign. The death of Her Majesty, the Queen, is a huge shock to the nation and to the world. Truss said outside her Downing Street office, where the flag, like those at royal palaces and government buildings across Britain, were lowered. Her legacy will loom large in the pages of British history and in the story of our world, U.S. President Joe Biden said in a statement. He ordered flags at the White House to be flown at half-mast. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. You shall be dearly missed. Thank you for watching up to this far. Please like, subscribe, and comment.